I want to start with our mission. We're creating one of the most iconic AI-powered data security companies. And our mission is very simple. We seek to protect, secure, and provide insights into the world's data. We're so proud that the largest brands in the world, enterprise and public sector, rely on us today for resilience. This includes over 13,000 customers, 3,000 plus partners, over 70% of the Global 500. We have hundreds of exabytes of the world's data that we protect today, significantly more than all of our competitors combined. And we are spending more in R&D to the tune of almost 2x some of our honorable competitors. What are we building for you, our customers? This is our solution. The Cohesity Data Cloud delivers on that mission. It's built on a platform that was invented in 2013 as zero trust, built for the cloud, hyper-converged, that brought together disparate components for backup, security, data management into one platform. The founders had an incredible vision. They had done this first at Google, then in Nutanix, brought that notion into that data platform. On top of that, we have three core areas: data protection, a lot of security is inside that, but then the second layer is advanced data security, and then data insights. Those are packaged into a core, enterprise, and premium version for you. I'd like to now cover each of these layers as sort of three acts. Act 1 is data protection. Act 2 is all this advanced security. And Act 3 is insights. When you think about data protection, you need to have coverage for all your workloads, whether it's in the private cloud, on-premise, in data centers, or in the public cloud, infrastructure, platform, or software as a service. If you think about the private cloud, it's going to be VMware, Nutanix, Red Hat OpenShift, OpenStack maybe. Cohesity is the best solution for private cloud. Has been focused on these workloads, whether it's VMware, hypervisor, virtualization of containers, databases, NAS workloads. But then they have cousins in the public cloud, AWS, Azure, Google, Oracle, whether it's EC2 or Azure VMs, or whether it's S3 or Azure Blobs, and so on and so forth. And then you've got the SaaS applications, Microsoft 365, Salesforce, Google Workspace, ServiceNow, Jira, and so on. We now have the broadest coverage of anybody in the space in terms of workload connectivity. And we are building workload connectors incredibly fast, faster than anybody else. So you can trust us to have the broadest coverage. And coverage is very important because you're going to need that as you think about any possible way in which the bad guys could come in. Keeping a window or door open in the bank is leaving you at risk, so to speak. And that's what workload coverage means. Now, a lot of security is baked into the platform. As I described, it's zero trust by design. But there's some advanced security capabilities that every one of you should be looking at. For example, every one of you should have a 3-2-1 capabilities, which includes the first copy, a second copy in an archive, and a third copy in a cyber vault. That gives you the ultimate form of security. We have now designed our cyber vault called Fort Knox, I love that name, to be in the private cloud or in the public cloud, AWS, Azure, Google, and that is a beautiful solution. Nobody has that breadth and capability. It's an award-winning cyber vault in the industry. But just as important are some of these key capabilities, like anomaly detection, threat scanning, data classification, and application resilience. And in some of those areas, like threat scanning, we've got supersonic capabilities that's faster than anybody else in the industry. Capabilities in many cases, Cohesity and Veritas invented together. We have some of the best integration with the security players in the industry. A few years ago, I went to some of the CEOs of the best and biggest market cap security companies. People I'd worked with for 15 plus years because I've been in this industry. I'm on a couple of the boards and investors in the security industry. Palo Alto, CrowdStrike, and then Google with Mandiant now. Kevin Mandia is on our board. Microsoft, Google's now acquiring Wiz. And many of those companies built two-way integrations with us. We have the best security integrations and the best security ecosystem called the Data Security Alliance that actually even Gartner recognized. We're happy to now announce a strategic relationship with another addition to this, and we're going deep with them, Sempris, in a Cohesity branded solution called Cohesity Identity Resilience. It's going to be powered by Semprus. It's the gold medal in identity resilience. Now that you've got Act 1, which is protection of your data, Act 2, some of the advanced security, you're now ready for Act 3, which is data insights. It's no point having all of your data safe and secure in a bunker, but not allowing it to participate like a lake for your business people to get insights into. In some senses, that backup data is just a time series index of all of your precious data, your gold as a customer. So we wanted to provide a set of tools that would allow you to get insights that using AI. Now, the notion of artificial intelligence and machine learning is not new to the company. The founders of the company were based out of Google-type mindset and built that into the core of the platform. All of the key aspects of data entropy, anomaly detection, many of the security capabilities are deep AI and ML algorithms. But we did not see generative AI at the time we founded the company. And as soon as this whole wave of generative AI started to happen 2 years ago, I went to some of the companies that were the leading players in this, NVIDIA, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and we built this incredible product called Gaia. Let me give you an example. Imagine that you've got hundreds of millions of PDFs that are baked into your backup sitting in there, and you want to write a query like this: show me all of the discounts and the terms that I have with my vendors across those 200 million PDFs. Really hard to do. We were the first to invent this notion of retrieval augmented generation on backup. In fact, we patented the idea. And we started working with NVIDIA, who, by the way, made an equity investment in one company in the space, Cohesity, because they saw this tremendous potential. Jensen, at his March 2024 keynote, highlighted us, and he said, Cohesity backs up the world's data. They're working with NVIDIA to now build this product, Gaia, powered on top of NVIDIA Enterprise AI platform. And what Gaia does is it builds a vector database, and the notion of being able to take that with role-based access controls, coupled with the call out to your LLM of your choice. And then you can do that type of query as if you're having a conversation with it. Just the same way that you might use ChatGPT or Claude. Think of us as a repository of that data, and now we provide an AI access to that data catalog. I'm incredibly excited about the potential of this third act of what Cohesity is doing in AI. When I talk to customers, as I close this out, I ask them often, why do you pick Cohesity? There's a lot of alternatives in this market. And when I joined the company 3 years ago, I heard these 2 S's out of these 5 over and over again. I called some of the customers even before I joined. And people told me, we have never seen a platform that has the speed and scale. The tech of your company is the best, bar none. And that's a tribute to the founders and the way we built this to be zero trust with the fastest cyber recovery. If you have 100,000 VMs and large databases and NAS files and identity now or SaaS applications, no one matches us at speed and scale. And we have evidence to prove that in POC after POC, win after win. That is how you win the enterprise with the largest customers in the world. The largest petabyte estates in the world run on Cohesity because at that speed and scale, no one can match us. But it can't be just speed and scale. It has to be security that's baked into the platform. Remember that zero trust platform has security baked in. But then advanced security, we're constantly pushing the envelope, working closely with our customers, working in this notion of our CERT team, Cyber Event Response team. Kevin Mandier is off the board helping us. And many of the CISOs of the world now partnering very closely with us. I've been in the security industry for many years, and that's what we're doing. But we don't stop there. The fourth S is smarts. We've got to make sure AI is baked into our platform. Our engineers are now using AI in almost everything we do. The whole company is being powered now by a lot of AI. But Gaia is one of those products that's once in a lifetime. An invention that once again Cohesity was the first to drive through. We hope you take a look at it. It is groundbreaking. And the fifth S that simplicity brings to you is savings. Every aspect of what we do brings a total cost of ownership reduction. And that makes you successful in being able to take more and more cost out of the equation